Hello guys, welcome back to another video of Just for Koi. I hope you're all doing well, all keeping safe, all out of trouble. Well, I say keep out of trouble, but for some reason in the last week or so I've been getting myself into a lot of trouble. Yeah, blazing sunny day, got the sun blazing right on my head, got no protection on, no lotion, no hair, just shining off my head. Anyway, ain't the reason why I've got these shades on, because of the sun. Had a pretty nasty fall, as you can see. So we're gonna have to continue this video with these shades on. Mind you, it's a sunny day, so it's good to have them on. While I was basically working out here, like an absolute wally, and I will call myself a wally, I was working out here with slides on, and I thought I was Superman at one point, so I've tried to basically hop over the pond. Well, I'm not even going to explain what happened basically. I'll put on a video for you guys, and you can see it from there. I did put on a short little video, so some of you guys have possibly seen it, some not. Well, you're going to get a chance now to see it anyway. So I'll put on the video and show you guys what happened. So that is what this wally ended up doing with slides on. So my advice to yourselves, if you're working around your pond, don't bother wearing slides. To be honest, I should have learnt my lesson a long time ago, because as I was taking off connections, I had pipes hitting my toes, fittings hitting my toes a couple of times, didn't learn, and at the end, after a lot of pain, I think I finally learned, because I'm out here with my knickers, my Nikes on, and I don't wear knickers, by the way. Anyway, so in this video, we're not going to have this pond up and running, but I will show you guys what I've been up to. Towards the end of the video, it might end up a little bit mishmashy, because the incident literally happened as I was trying to connect the fittings to the bio chamber. But you guys will get to see everything that I've done, where I'm up to, and hopefully, well, today's Sunday, and hopefully by next weekend we should be able to switch that button on and have all the drums, the bio chamber, pumps, pretty much everything working. And hopefully then we can test our waters. Hopefully everything's all fine, all the perimeters are all good, and then we can go shopping to get some lovely, beautiful, stunning koi. I've actually started looking at some, and I'm itching to get them, but I'm nowhere near at that stage, and I'm not going to bother giving any deposits to anything and holding them till I'm ready. I'll just go view them. If I like them there and then, I'll take them. I haven't seen anything live in the flesh. Everything that I've seen is online, and I would say most of the time everything online does look really stunning, and then when you see it live in person, it doesn't look like, well, it looks like the koi you've seen, but the quality can sometimes go downhill to what you've seen online. So especially if you're going to be spending quite a bit of dosh on your koi, you're always better off to see them than to buy them online. I mean, if you're going to buy a koi that's a few £100, maybe you're all right to just purchase them online. But if you're looking to spend a couple of £1,000 on a koi, then I would advise you to go and see them. I'm not no professional or anything like that. I'm just a crazy hobbyist that has just got myself too deep into this hobby. But I do love the hobby, I've got to say. I do love the hobby. I do like working a lot with pipe work. To be honest with you, I think I prefer working with pipe work than with the koi. But then again, it's the koi that brings the beauty to the pond. So I guess I like them all, but I'm a big Pipework fan. Yeah, anyway, enough mumbo jumbo. Let's just crack on with this video and we'll take it from there. Before we crack on, just remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and always give us a thumbs up. Let's crack on. Right then guys, first thing that I'm going to start tackling, I'm going to sort out all this mess because I cannot work around all this mess. So I'm just going to sort all these fittings out, put some of these tools away, and then we're just going to take it from there. And we should have all this done just like so. And easy as that, the magic is coming back. So I've just literally done a quick little tidy up all around here, put all the fittings into the boxes, everything nice and tidy to work around, no mess, nothing to trip up over. So next thing that I'm actually going to do, another little boring job. This wire that's basically to the sump pump at the bottom of this sump chamber, I've basically run it all the way from there down there, up there, all like a spaghetti kind of thing. So what I'm going to do, where I've got these gullies and there's a 4-inch pipe coming from the gullies into the sump chamber, I'm basically just going to run the wire in from the 4-inch pipe, run it all the way down to the gullies, all the way to the bottom of the filter pit. See if we can get a focus. That's about it. And the wire's just going to run all the way down there, and where all the sockets are on the side of the summer house there, I'm just going to plug it in nice and neatly, and then that's also out the way because I have tripped over that a few times. So we'll just try and get less hazards in here as possible. So let's crack on with that as well now. Okay, another simple job done. The wire is all there, running all the way through all the gullies. And like I said, it's literally, well, it's that black wire there that's plugged into the sockets over there, all switched on. Let's give it a little test. There's not enough water in here, so I'll just, yeah, we're all good. All working in motion. Yep, and that's emptied out. That's a bit of backflow. It's nothing. And well, I can't show you now because the ace is in the way, but the water's ended up somewhere down there in the drains. So, next mission, I'm just literally waiting on a delivery that's going to be arriving within the hour from Coastal Koi. We've got another delivery. I wonder what's in this box. Let's just get a knife. It's all the fittings that I was just talking about. So I've had a few deliveries today, some sinking airlines, some treatments for the pond. Oh, more lovely koi shows coming up. And it's more fittings, and also another ball valve, another 4-inch ball valve. And yes, more glue. Now I'm going to start working off from the back of the drum. So I've got 2 outlets right over there, 4-inch outlets, and I'm going to have 2 elbows coming down. One of them is going to be going straight into the bio chamber, and we're going to have a 4-inch ball valve there, before we connect it into the bio chamber. And then we've got the this one here, well, either one. Then we're going to have a 4-inch elbow coming down and getting reduced to a 2-inch, and that's going to be coming along this line and basically feeding up these returns. So let's just crack on and start with this. We've got a core drill through this bio chamber, and we'll take it all from there. Okay, I got carried away a little bit and did not pick up any recording, so I thought I better grab this camera and start recording what I'm doing. So everything is dry fitted now to those returns. I've basically put an elbow down here, which, don't look at the state of that, that's going to need a bit of a tender loving care, a bit of jet washing, but the whole place is going to get jet washed once I'm done with all this. Anyway, mumbo jumbo, elbow coming down to a 4 to 2 inch reducer. These are both flexible rubber connections. I'm not a fan of those, but that's what needs to be used to be able to connect to the drum. And then I've got an elbow coming there with a swept over here, a ball valve here just before the pump. I've got the 30,000 litre pump sitting right over there. I did originally put elbows here, but I know elbows do slow down the flow of the water, so I've tried to minimize it as much as possible. And basically pipes coming up from the pump into 2 45s to a ball valve. I might actually cut this pipe down a little bit and try and move that ball valve more towards that way, or I might just leave it all there. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The pump can get disconnected from either end, and the only amount of water I'm going to lose basically is from this little pipe here. Anyway, so then pipes coming up from the pump to a ball valve, back into 2 45s, coming all the way down, and then I've split the pump between these 3 returns. So to the low return, mid return, and to the top return, which are again all on ball valves, and I'm going to be able to adjust the flow from that. I would imagine possibly, well, I'm not exactly sure, but more than likely one of these bottom ones here will be pushing out more water, and the top one possibly be pushing out the less. So I'm just going to adjust that with the ball valves. So that's all into place. I'm just going to solvent weld all this down now, glue it all up. These pumps, they're old, they're from my previous pond. So what I'm going to do, there's a bit of old PTFE tape on either end of the pump. I'm just going to take them all off and just put fresh ones onto them, and that should hopefully seal the job. So looking good. To be honest with you, this took me much longer than I thought, because I originally put a 45 here and run the pipe down there, which would have been in the way of my feet, so it would have been like a tripping hazard. But once I got the connections all done there, totally forgot about these 2 purges, and basically, because I haven't connected the pipe up yet, which is going to be running to the sump chamber, after doing all these connections, I noticed that that can't happen, because as I was running the pipe here, it was basically lifting up the purge, and we don't want that. So anyway, enough malarkey. So we're going to glue all this together now and have all this nice and plumb. Okay, everything is glued together now, and as you can see, it's all glued down there. All the elbows all fitted in, the ball valves are in. I didn't bother adjusting that, I just left it as it is. I came over here, I done a little cock up, and basically I marked this pipe wrong with this T-piece, and it was basically the pipe that I cut was a little bit short once I started to slide the pipe in with the fitting, sorry. with the glue. It just went in a bit further. Sometimes these pipes are a bit difficult to get them right in, so it can happen. But basically I've just cut the pipe off where I was short, stuck a T-piece, a straight piece in there, which is right here, and just basically corrected what the error was, and now it's all sitting nice and plumb and it's all good to go now. So that's all done as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start doing the connection to the biochamber, from the drum to the biochamber. I'm going to drill a 4-inch hole over there to get the pipe running through, and I've got these flanges here. There's going to be one in there somewhere, like so, and then possibly 2 or maybe 1 over there somewhere. But we're going to start off with this side now, so we'll get all the pipe cut up and whatnot, and we take it from there.
One hole down, 2 more to go.
Okay, after cutting the first hole, I have come across a problem. Basically, this is a 110mm hole. The pipe is going through. This tank connector, this is 127mm, which I didn't take this into consideration before drilling through. So we're basically stuck and nothing is going through this side or this side. So what I'm going to do now, I've got actually a hole saw. Going to cut the inside with a hole saw, give it a nice circle shape in there, and with here I'm just going to basically drill loads of holes in a square way and then just bash it out. And once I've got the pipe through and connected up in the biochamber, I'll just throw some muck in there and have it all covered up with the muck. So that is a bit of a bummer. So after all that effort, this is what I've come across. But while I was at it as well, after having this little problem, I decided to crack on with these ball valves here for these returns. And these are all now all glued up as well. And now we can start topping up the pond. We've got all the ball valves all shut for all the returns. The purge, the Tommy, drain, skimmer, bottom drain, all the ball valves are all shut. The only ball valves that are open are just for the air lines over there. So we're ready to now start topping up the pond. So we'll now get the tap on, fill it right up. Hopefully we've got no leaks, and then we take it from there. Okay, our pond is full. Yep, looking very good. And when we're coming over here, we have 0 leaks so far. I've just literally opened those ball valves. Can't open these because they're not connected to anything. So I've opened these ball valves, which are the 3 returns here, low, mid and top. So the water's running all the way up onto that ball valve there, and there's no leaks up until there. I'm not sure if there's going to be any leaks over there yet, because there's no water there, but we've got no leaks coming from the Tommy drains, no leaks from the skimmers or from the bottom drains. So everything here so far is all nicely dry, no leaks, which is what we want. So we're looking good, we're looking good. We'll just crack on. Okay then, we are through the hole. into the biochamber, that is not going to be sitting like that. This is all dry fitted, so this pipe needs to obviously get cut down and a tank connector to be flush up against the biochamber. Yeah, so that's how that's going to be connected on. It's all dry fitted like I just mentioned, and I can't continue anymore because after this nasty little fall that I just had, I can barely take off any other connections or even push them on, so I don't want to risk it by even if I do manage to take them off, and when I go to glue it I won't be able to push them in correctly. My wrist is in a lot of pain, to be honest with you. But anyway, so this is where we're up to now. I'm just going to take a break for a few days, just let my wrist heal up, and then we'll clean up all in this biochamber, and then we can also make the hole over there for the return to connect to these, sorry, the out for the biochamber, so we can connect them to these returns over here, all controlled by one pump. I was originally going to go 2 outlets, but now we're just going to leave it as just the one because I'm only using one pump. I am still considering though, maybe I might put 2 holes there, connect up one of the outs to these returns, and then have another out there with a bore out at the end. Maybe for the future I might come up with some sort of little invention or a little idea of what I can do, but we'll see how it goes. So that's where we're up to. Almost there, pretty much almost there. The up pipes are also connected on for the rodding point, all capped off. Still need to get 4-inch pipe for this purge to run all the way down there, and for the second purge, which is over there, for that to run all the way down there as well. So not long to go, almost there. So that's where we're at now. Okay, so I'll spin you guys round and we'll take it from there. Okay, still got the glasses on. I'll give you lot another peek. I'm hoping to have all this up and running, hopefully, well, today's Sunday, and hopefully by next weekend we should have all this up and running, depending on how I'm feeling. The eye's all right, to be honest with you. I can still see through it. There's no pain there at all. It's just my wrist is just unbearable. I could just about lift anything with it. But anyway, enough mumbo jumbo about me. As I was saying, hopefully within the next video or 2, we should have this pond up and running, and then we can test our waters, check all the perimeters, everything's in fine, and then hopefully we can start stocking up with some beautiful koi. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just remember to subscribe to the channel, to like and to share, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.